Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Davis now. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
Back to throw. Moon. They'll set up the screen with Davis. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third. Little trouble thus far on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 11. From the gun, Moon. And he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down. So 2nd and 10 here. On the carry, it's Davis. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did, to get them into a manageable 3rd down, because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
On 3rd down, Moon. Quick hitter here, it's complete. A pickup of 11, and it moves the chains. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
And they do stop him, but he takes it all the way to the 2. 38 yards on the scamper there.
They gashed him in a big way on that last run, and defense fortunate to tackle him on the 2-yard line, but doesn't necessarily mean that there's something wrong with the defense's plan. And that's the one thing the coordinator has to do to make sure the confidence stays high. Okay, sometimes they're going to get a big play against us. That doesn't mean we change everything and abandon our game plan, but now they have to stiffen and try and keep him out of the end zone.
And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. Now Davis. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal.
Oh, Brandon, that was a big play by the defense to keep him out of the end zone on 3rd down. So there's an early decision to be made here, isn't there? I know that 3 is awfully tempting, but I'd pull on my big boy pants right now, and I'd go for it.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And they'll try and burn some clock with a sneak. And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. And it's good to make it 7-0 Packers. Novak out now to kick this one away. To return it, Alvin Kamara. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Wentz now on 1st down. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Packer pressure, and down he goes.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs, and they come up on 2nd down. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Finding some room. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Packers pick it up. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them. Big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
They'll run with Davis. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Moon. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Well, usually you don't think of the cornerback coming in for a no-gain play, but that's what we had there. Nice tackle.
Yeah, and how about the range, too? Coming from the outside part of the play, moving his way into the inside and making that play happen. No gain for the offense, big play for the defense.
Now Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
One thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now Wentz on third down. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. And they convert on third with a gain of 22. To throw, it's Wentz. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Wentz now on first down. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And I think the ball's out. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not there for him.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
Buying time to his left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. Now Wentz signaling frantically. Let's get to the line. Wentz going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Ziggy Ansah in there to get him for a loss of 5. Now the Packers get set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. As they run the counter play. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Davis. It'll be a gain of 4, but it won't be enough. It leaves them with a 4th down now.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
taken at about the 16. And look out. I think he's going to go. The 20. And how about this? He takes it all the way back. No time, no flags. A punt return touchdown and a stunning end of the first half.
And they kicked it to it. They kicked it to it.
It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Ooh, with a juke. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. They start the second half with Kamara. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And some room to maneuver. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys have taken the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
To throw on second down. Moon underneath to Davis. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 7 yards on the play. And they're going to face a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
The Packers on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So it'll be first down here after the run. They go again with Davis. And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more. Looking to throw. Moon. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Let's go!
To throw on 3rd down. Moon. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. Here's Kevin Huber now. Remember, his first attempt was returned for a touchdown. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. He's going to field this at the 4. It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. Wins to throw on 2nd down. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
When we did DeMarcus Ware's games in Dallas, didn't we spend most of the time talking about him rushing the passer?
We did, and how about now?
Oh, boy, he's expanded his game in a big way. Really does a great job in the run game now, using his length, using his leverage to hold the point of attack and make plays as we just saw there.
It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. Can make
on 1st down, Moon. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. A good pickup there on 1st as the screen pass gets him 8.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
And to give this time to the tailback. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll try and sneak it here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the 1st. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down.
And when all you want to do is keep your drive going, quarterback sneak's a great call, isn't it? Pick it up, get a new set of downs.
And on 3rd down, usually you think 4th down quarterback sneak. There, though, it worked on 3rd.
Here we go!
Now they'll run it on the toss. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On third down, that's Davis. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. Time for a break. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. 14 yards there on the pickup, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. They run the counter now on first down. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. He'll look to throw. A dump off for Davis. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
A score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
Back to throw. Moon, it's complete, and he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. Novak out now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Room here to run. And he goes out of bounds after a solid return to the 45.
And when you're facing a deficit on the scoreboard, you're just looking for something to get you right back into the game, and that's the spark that they were looking for. They got it with that big return.
They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Fresh set of downs here. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. That'll bring up second down. To throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
A field goal from this spot would be 51 yards. They'll try to move it closer on third down. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. With 1 second to go, this to send us to overtime. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. First throw of overtime for Wentz. It's caught left side by Cooks. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say, it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And his throw here's incomplete. He was trying to get it to his running back, Alvin Kamara. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Another nice job there defensively. They've really stymied their passing attempts, and it continues in overtime.
And for them to do that, that means they've had to be cohesive on defense. Pressure in the quarterback's face, good coverage of not just the wide receivers, but the tight end, the running backs when they try and slip out, and making sure they're at the point of attack. When the ball's in the air, they get there and help force some of those incompletions.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Again, it's Kamara. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. They'll be down to just one remaining as we step aside here in overtime. So the offense now dealing with a 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Wentz. He gets it left side to Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on 1st down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
They run it again with Kamara. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to churn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
So a big play in this opening drive of overtime. Now looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this is caught, pulled in by Clark. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. Now a handoff. Here's Kamara. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12. Shotgun now for Wentz. Forced out to his left. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the 1st.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets it done very, very well.
You don't like sneaky athletic, do you? That's just kind of a jab in the back.
Yeah, not when it doesn't apply. I think that's a stereotype that needs to be broken down for him.
And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, breaking, trying to knock the ball free and protect.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that